here I am. It is time for us to go live with another rehash for MAFS UK Season 10. Coming up, David has lost his inner spark. Plus, Stephen's got a caring side apparently. Let's rehash.
You want the trash, I got it all for you. Let's rehash the MAFS together. A sassy hole that only speaks the truth. Nobody gaslights you better.
Hello, I'm Wilko, and this is Rehashed. We are live. It is our week 4 coverage of Married at First Sight UK because we are so many hot dogs deep right now. We're going to say hi to you in the chat in just a second. Remember, at the end of this show, you're going to get all of the
Memo Me!
Memo Me's.
Memo Me!
Yep, we're going to do Memo Me's. Oh, I just looked at my hair for the first time. First time this morning. Look at that. It looks like I've deliberately done that. Tell me about it, stud. Jesus. This is what happens when you do the early morning ones here. And good evening to all of the UK sweet baby angels who are really gobbling up Wilko Rehashed at the moment, which I'm thoroughly appreciative of. Thank you to everybody who has sent through super chats. Super chats via the website. You can find the link in the chat, rehash.com.au, or you can give them right now in the channel and I'll give you a shout out. Of course, if you do, definitely do that. Your comment will definitely get read out. So just like it's right in front of me right here. We have so many things to cover off on. Firstly, let's get to some socials and have a chat to everybody. Floofy hair is good. Thanks, Lee. Are we calling it floofy? That's very close to poofy. Is that a slur? Hello from Chicago. Thanks, Sherry. Thank you for being here. Rehash, baby, I finally got to a live from South Africa. .art. I'm well, Brooke. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired because it was my partner's birthday yesterday and we had a huge day and maybe some alcohol was involved. And it's very early this morning. It is early in Australia. Yes, it's 7 a.m. But I had to get up at 5 a.m. to make sure that I had all the trash, mess and drama ready. You know what I mean? And still my hair couldn't get its shit together. Hello, Sylvia from the UK. And we'll do one more hello. What's the one more comment that's going to come through? Who's going to do it? Thank goodness the expert saw sentence and shone the expertise of Dennis Errol. Well done, experts. Yes. Well, hey Cindy. I don't know if they did it for like good reasons. I think they did it. Oh, you can see my microphone there because I sung something for you today. Here's a tribute to those people coming up in a second. Don't get excited. It's actually the worst thing I've ever created. But I think maybe that's the charm of it. That's coming up. We have a goodbye to Sarah, a little bit of Dean, but also something else that Sarah brought to the show. That's going to happen towards the end. Firstly, let's get into some trash, mess, and drama. Let's talk about David, and the spark is gone, apparently. He shared this video on socials. Let's get rid of my face for a second so you can see that. Will I ever get my spark back again? I don't know. He's not talking about the spark with Kia. He's talking about his internal spark. So it's a little bit clickbaity, this thing that was put up by the Daily Mail. It's this video that he's put up of himself, and he talked about how before the show he'd lost the spark. And then with the show, he'd found the spark. Oh, how very interesting that so many people can't find the spark, and yet some people just... They go on the show and the spark's just there for them internally, but also them as a couple. Do you get what I mean? He said on this social post, which I went and dug out, everything you're seeing on your screens right now has been a long time coming. It's been a journey of growth, healing, and rediscovering my spark and seeing that version of me on your TVs. That's the real me, the one who fought to feel like himself again, the one who stopped dimming his light to fit in. I'm proud of how far I've come. If you've ever felt lost, just know your spark isn't gone. Wait, I need to... Where's my thing? Your spark isn't gone. That's better. It's just waiting for you to believe in it again. So apparently to find the spark, you have to believe in it. All right. I don't know if you knew that, but that's what has to happen. You have to believe in the spark, and then that's what could happen. Look, the video itself, and you guys know that I like David and Kia. Generally, like I generally think when gay people go on these shows, It just ends so poorly. So it is really nice that they're having a really nice time, even if they don't end up together, because it's so hard on shows like this to actually make a relationship work. But at least they're having a nice time together. This video that David put up is cringe to the fluffin' max. It's so cringy. If you sit there and you record yourself crying, you lose me instantly. I'm sure you're not a bad person. But if you think when you're down and out and crying, you think you should record that, I mean, it just feels performative. Anyway, that's my opinion. He's fine, though. Everything's fine. Everyone's good. Let's talk about the real Stephen, shall we? So there's an exclusive, apparently, because Julia Ruth and Kia have done a little sit down with a bunch of media outlets, and they're talking about what Stephen is really like. So Julia Ruth and they went to the Heat Towers and they asked some questions. So the questions were about Stephen and like who the real Stephen is. And this is what Julia Ruth had to say. Do you know what? I think I've had two different experiences with Stephen. I feel like Stephen is a lot of fun and good energy. We got on in that sense because he's actually really a ball of laughter, loves to sing and crack jokes, and he's got a really caring side. Okay. Oh, the dogs are awake. Interesting. It seems like she's tiptoeing around it a little bit. Julia Ruth went on to say, after commitment ceremonies, he'd come and check up on Devani, and I think he gave Devani a kiss on the forehead once. And I was like, hey, bro, you good? Devani was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Kissy, kissy, kissy. So apparently Stephen's got that side to him. Kia also, who had a disagreement with Stephen, if you remember, that was very early on in the Trash Mess and Drama, went on to say, my experience with Stephen was obviously a tad different. I can see that he does have a fun, bubbly side. Obviously, we did spend some time together. I don't know, different experiences. I can see Julie's point of view, but different people are for different people. Well, I guess that's that then. I don't doubt that Stephen has some good sides to him. I'm sure there's bits and pieces, but he also has this incredible toxic trait, which is when he's challenged on anything, he blows up. Or if he's one-on-one someone that he thinks he can manipulate, he does that. He gaslights the shit out of them. And I think that's what he's doing with Nelly. I also saw this really interesting article. Paul, the expert, was talking about Stephen and how he said something along the lines on his Instagram about a lot of you were saying to me, why haven't you called out Stephen sooner? Just remember, we don't see everything. And that's true. They don't see all of the stuff. They only see the stuff from the dinner party, which is ridiculous. They only see the stuff from the dinner party, and then they're taking their word at face value on the Commit Me couch. And we know that when Stephen's on the Commit Me, until the most recent one, he's very good. He's very good at performing and carrying on as if everything's great. Like with his whole arm over Nelly's shoulder when we know he doesn't really want to give her a physical affection because he thinks she's too much. I found that very interesting that he did that. But I'm not here to stick up for the experts whatsoever, but I can see what Paul's saying. They don't see that stuff all the time. Although I'm not single and I'd love to be paired with Stephen. What? So that moved on too quick. Hey, Mary. Hey, Kelly. I really want to see that comment about Stephen. Hey, Annette, hope you're well. Guys, are we talking about the show? Let me find your chat comments because I'm missing. I want to see this Stephen. Okay, here we go. Let's do that again. Although I'm not single, I'd love to be paired with Stephen. Oh, okay, right. He won't know what hit him. Okay, good. I wonder what was happening there. Mary's got one. He's playing the whole thing for sure. I'm convinced he's dead inside. Look, the eyes are sometimes there's not a lot going on behind the eye. Or maybe there is a lot, but we just don't see it. Here we go. Yes, Kia, I can't be held accountable for your assumptions. Brilliant. I'm going to start using that. Yes, from Belfast. Yes. Now, I did see this. I saw it literally got released like a couple of hours before I did the live, and I didn't have time to cut it all up. But here, let's do some thoughts on that. So I saw bits and pieces of the video, and I gotta say, and again, I love Kia. Look, I guess it's heightened. I don't know. The video gave me a headache. It's 39 minutes long, and I didn't see all of it because, again, it only dropped this morning for us, but it dropped the afternoon. And the laughing between Julia Ruth and Kia and the performative nature of it all really zapped me. Maybe it's because I just watched it in the morning. I don't want to be too much of a judgy little bee, but it really, really sort of did my head in. Let's quickly talk about Joe because Jim Rat Tats is... he's not really saying too much about why he had to sort of disappear. Obviously, it's for family reasons, and I think the whole... Actually, let's just talk about this first because this is insane. Them talking, him and Maeve, Jim Rat Tats and the Geordie, talking about how they were in love with each other. And they didn't just say, I'm falling, like it was like, I'm falling for you. Oh, no, I'm actually in love with you. And then less than a week later, it's turned into, I have love for her, but that turnaround is insane. That's one of the craziest things that I think has ever happened, that turnaround. I don't think I've ever seen that on any of these shows. Someone confessing their love and then taking it back. Looking at this photo, though, can you just see how Sarah wants Joe? Now, I'll get to that conspiracy theory in a second. Firstly, we know that he had that steamy session with Ashley in the spa. Oh, what did they do? Probably nothing because they're both straight men, but you never know. Fingers crossed. There are some conspiracies. Now, one of them is that Joe doesn't come back to the show at all. Now, that's not true because we see him in the trailer on the couch with Maeve having a blow up. So that's not true. He must come back to the show. Doesn't mean that he doesn't leave straight after that, but he does come back to the show at least to say goodbye if he is leaving. There's also some conspiracy theories, which I love. The speculation that Joe leaves the series to be with Sarah. I couldn't love this more. Even though there is zero evidence for this conspiracy theory, it's a delusion that I am absolutely ready to live in. I want to live in that delusion. That's where I want to be at all times. I don't think there's anything, and I trawled some Reddit threads last night. I couldn't find any links, any evidence that that's happening. But I mean, wouldn't that be great? Jamie being madly in love and then Dave being a completely different person in MAFS. Yeah, that's true. Yes. Yes, really. She certainly did, Brooke. She certainly did. Exclusively. Don't believe it. Neither do I, Jody. But I like to lean into it. Cheating scandal. You got it, generic. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're talking about Adrian now. Oh, my goodness. You don't think, Jens? You don't think it's Sarah? Okay. Hello, Delia from London. Lovely to see you all. Okay. Oh, was that a big one that I need to read? Actually, that's a good question. Let's pop that bad boy up. Let's do that. Let's do that. Who else thinks Joe and Maeve's relationship? No, bring that back. Oh, my goodness. Who else thinks Joe and Maeve's relationship mirrors? Stop going away from this one. Let me just read it. Who else thinks Joe and Maeve's relationship mirrors MAFS, AU, Jamie and Dave, has a personality extraction and leaves her sick? Yeah, that's a little bit. Hey, D, that is interesting. I can see what you're saying with that. Dave never said that he loved her. It's a little bit more like Bailey and Rebecca. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like maybe Rebecca will have a change somewhere along because it's really going so smoothly for them. And we all know that if they show too much smooth, we're going to find some bumpy very, very soon. Oh, shit. Okay, what shall I get into now? Let's do this, actually. So this is not shocking news at all. Dean reveals that he's going through a post-show weight loss journey. He took to TikTok and he said, a few of you have noticed that I've been on kind of a weight loss journey. I'm doing it for all the right reasons this time, so don't worry about that one. Good for him. Like, we absolutely knew that this was going to happen. People, this is what worries it. He says that he's doing it for the right reasons, and I really hope that he is, because obviously I want everybody to be healthy and the best version of themselves. And that doesn't mean someone who spends all their time in the gym and counts every single calorie. And I think you just have to pick what's right for you. I do worry that when you are shamed for your weight or your looks on a show like this, I think it leaves a lot of scars, and that stuff can really have hangover effects. And you think you might be doing it for the right reasons, but maybe you haven't fully processed it, because we've seen people get off this show and they have crazy amounts of weight loss to the point where it's like really unhealthy. Also, people who go through like cosmetic surgery and things like that to change the things that people were trolling them about. So I do hope it's for the right reasons. And obviously getting some weight down, great for you. Excellent. It's going to be great for your body. But I hope it's not like in a toxic way. It's so hard. It's such a difficult thing. I'm trying to be very careful with the words that I use, because I don't want to like shit on anybody for trying to change up their life. And that's not what I'm doing with Dean at all. It is just a little bit interesting. It makes me think that, I don't know, it makes me question everyone because I'm so burnt from this show. Is Dean doing this because it was like all a plan? He was going to get on the show, whether he found love or not. He had a plan for either one. Maybe he's gunning for something else, which a lot of people have said, but it just scares me a little bit. All right, let's get to a super chat. Super chat. Olivia, thank you so much for your super chat. The question is, can your mascot be a dog named Sparky? Well, there is a DOG in the house, and he's very upset with me because I had to wake him up really early this morning. There's been a lot of concern and questions about a missing DOG, that one with the name spelled ARI, and he will be making an appearance if I could get him up out of his bed, because he seems pretty curled up right now and upset that I'm here making a lot of noise. That is coming up. Firstly, let's get to some
Memo me!
Memo Me, shall we?
Memo me!
And after the Memo Me's, I've got a tribute. So don't go anywhere. Do not leave. I have a tribute. El Cid has sent through a Memo Me, so we shall listen.
Hey Wilko, it is Elcid 932. Who would have thought this week would be all the secrets coming out? All
me.
the secrets. And who would have thought that Julia Ruth would have the biggest secret out there? I love that Devani was like, you are not going to play with me. She spent all this time telling everybody that her battery-operated boyfriend is who she's being intimate with the zzz. And come to find out, no, it's really her husband. And he's got to sit there and take all the insults while she also insults him. The gall, the unmitigated gall. I hope he writes leave. I hope they do leave like she just walked out this week.
Oh, man, I love it. No goodbye.
Memo me!
Just out. I love that El said, yeah, we have to really talk about that, don't we? The Devani and Julia Ruth saga is making a little bit more sense now as to why he has stuck it out so long and why she's still there. Like, I think that Julia Ruth has gone on this show just for fame. That's my opinion. Come for me if you want. That is exactly what I think has happened there. There was also a lot of people who were really mad at me because I said if Julia Ruth wants to keep her sex life private, that's her business. And I'm like, yes, to a point, because my problem was not that she wanted to keep parts of their relationship between them. That's so fine. I do push back on that a little bit because you're on a TV show about relationships. What I find completely despicable about Julia Ruth is that she is going around going, oh, the intimacy. Oh, no. Oh, I barely get my toys out. Oh, the sex life is no good to the twinks. And then to everyone else, she's like, no, we're not being intimate. Like, it's manipulative and gross and trying to manipulate the story to her advantage and making him look like a dickhead. So everyone coming out and saying, oh, Devani just wants to like protect his ego. I can see what you're saying with that, but I think it's more gross that she wanted to hide this kind of behavior. It's actually gross. And for her then to go, but I'm your wife, and come and vent to me. You don't want him to vent to you. You basically said you better be like nice and happy because I just want to have fun and don't be dark and sad. And he probably is a little bit, negative tornado too much. But then he's not going to want to come to you. Like, and then using the whole like, I'm your wife and we should talk about it off camera. The whole thing is filmed for a reason. The show is called Married at First Sight. I don't know what you thought was going to happen. And for someone who wanted to keep their sex life private and then, as Elsie had said, be so upfront about the battery-operated toys that you have, and good for you. Go for it. I love that shit. But you can't, I don't know. It seems diametrically opposed that you're going to be this one thing and then you're like, oh, no, but we can't talk about sex. Anyway, let's get to it.
Memo me!
Thank you,
Memo
Elsie.
me!
Ooh, Antonia. Here we are.
Hi, Wilko. It's Antonia from
Hey.
the U.S.
Hey.
This week was a hot mess, and there was a lot of trash,
Agreed.
mess, and drama, which was great. But
Yes.
oh my God, there was a lot. So I'm so happy, just like super happy that Dean and Sarah finally left at the dinner party. I couldn't take much more of Dean's sad puppy dog face and Sarah just being grumpy. I'm so glad the experts called them out. And I knew that Dean's optimism was going to be his downfall, because even if his friend is telling him not to do this, I knew that Sarah could, kind of convince him to stay because I'm trying, and I'm like, okay. So I'm glad that they're finally gone. I just wish that more of them left, especially JR and Devani. They haven't been doing really that well. I don't know why they keep doing this hunky-dory thing on the couch.
No.
And, well, I know why they're doing it, because they want to stay, but like their friends meetup was really bad. And then now to know about the secret, even though it wasn't really a secret, because JR told us from the very beginning that she's a very sexual person. So them actually sleeping together just kind of made sense. And then I also wanted Lee and Leah to leave. Like, Leah is, I love her. She's so much fun, but she already said she's checked out, and I can kind of see that she's checked out. And I think she should get someone that actually likes her, because Lee, I know she keeps saying she's getting jealous because she likes her, but I don't think she likes her really, and
No.
she just needs to just
No, it's possessiveness.
just give up
It's
at
not-
this point.
Yeah.
I do give her credit though for not coming at, but like confronting Steven about his behavior, even though like you clocked and I clocked from like the first confrontation he made with Key and David, was that he doesn't respond well to LGBTQ or women. He just doesn't. And that's another couple that I wanted to leave was Nellie and Steven.
Yeah.
But I know that Nellie just loves him. And she's waiting for honeymoon Steven to come back, and I'm sorry, he's not coming back. That's you. This is the real one, and he's gonna stay. So until she figures it out, I think they're gonna stay, because I don't think Steven's gonna leave either.
No.
And then finally, I just want Reese and Leisha to leave. I know they just came, but Reese's Mew face is just driving me crazy. I'm even starting to do it because whenever he's on stream, because, I'm just like, what the heck is going on? And Leisha, she's a ball of energy, but at the same time, she's lashing out because I think she feels insecure, and rightly so, because Reese is giving her the cold shoulder. So that's my opinion. And yeah, I can't wait to hear yours. And yeah, have a great rest of your week.
Thank you so much for your memo, me.
Memo me!
Yeah, the Stephen and Nelly thing is really getting out of hand. It's insane, because he is there's so many times where he's hot and cold. So we get Apartment Stephen, which is the evil one, and then we get the Honeymoon Stephen. I don't think we've seen Honeymoon Stephen again. We've seen, because I don't think he can perform anymore. I think he's tired. I don't think you can keep it up. But I think I put it in the final edit for the most recent Rehashed where he got in the spa with April. Who else was there? I know Devani was there. I can't picture the other girl in the spa. Someone chuck it in the chat. When he got in the spa, I think, was it Leisha? His eyes lit up. Like you could see him come alive again. And there was a photo. Maybe I can grab the slide for it. There was a photo seeing him at his wedding, actually. Let's just do that. And then, is this the photo? Yeah, there we go. Look that's a different guy. That is a different guy. When I saw that photo and I put it in this slide, I was like, wow, he looks so different there. What the fuck happened? What? It's actually crazy. Sylvia said, Stephen is a little man. Thank you so much for your memo me. I think we have one last one.
Memo me.
From Marie, and I'm excited, Marie.
Hi, sweet daddy angel. It's Marie from Devon in the UK here.
Hey, Marie.
I've just got a couple of questions for you.
Yeah.
The first is, how much say do you think the experts really have in matching the couples?
None.
Or whether it's the producers that have the final
all
say
producers, yeah.
based on it being good TV or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
And
None.
the second question is, who do you think is going to last long term? And by that, I mean up to a year after MAFS is over. My money's on David and Kia. Be interested to know what you think. Loving your work, and thank you for putting a smile on my face for at least 4 days a week. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Memo me.
Thanks, Marie. How sweet.
Memo me.
Very, very sweet of you to say those things. Okay, so the two questions. How much input do the experts have? I think... Oh, I kept saying none. I just don't think any. I don't think any. I think they're given the matches and then they're given reasons why these matches will work. And I think Paul, 2 Shillings, Charlene, I think they all just go, yep, no, that's about right. I just don't. I don't think they do. I don't think they do shit. I don't think they do shit. I think maybe, look, at least Paul, I will say, and look, Charlene doesn't seem to get a lot of screen time unless it's because she's the sexpert. But yeah, I don't think they give any. And what was the other question? Someone remind me, because there's a super chat. I've lost my train of thought. Oh, long-term couples. Thank you, Sherry, for the super chat, because you just wanted to hear super chat. I'll do it. You can send your super chats through. Remember, they really do help the channel, so I really appreciate them. Thank you so much, Sherry, and thank you to Olivia from before. So, who do I think will last long term? I agree with you, David and Kia. There is a good chance that they will last for a while, and I also think Abby and John. I think maybe they've had such shitty relationships before with people that because both of these don't seem like bad people, a little bit too fake for me because we're not seeing all the aspects of the relationship. When she was on the boat in the glamorous fishing net, she did open up, and that made me go, oh, okay, she's a real person. Because again, with the edit, we only see one very strong side of the personality, so it is tough to grab. But yeah, I think those two. I don't think anyone else. Like Bailey and Rebecca, they're going too smoothly. I don't think it's going to happen. Everyone's talking about. I'm assuming that's on Leah's chest. This experiment is about scientific. Yes. Yeah, he does look a little bit vacant. I will agree with that. Okay, excellent memo me's, excellent super chats. All right, before we go, I think that's all I sent through. Also, I do have to say thank you. Rhiannon sent through a super chat on the website.
Chat.
I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, so I made a thing this morning, and that's what I spent all my time on. And again, like all the things that I make here in my little room, I apologize in advance because this isn't really a song. It's not even a well-edited video. It's just me being stupid. And yet we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. All right.
Super chat.
Thank you, Sylvia. It's wild how Stephen got away with telling Nelly to F off and the experts allowed him to stay. Yeah. Because they heard about that and they just let that happen. That is very, very interested. Okay, so I made a thing. And we're going to watch the thing. And I hope you enjoy the thing. That's all I'm going to say. And I'll get to the other super chats at the end of the thing. Okay, enjoy.
Goodbye, my Sarah. Goodbye, my not real friend. There she is now. What a face.
Girl, I like a bad boy. Lots of tattoos.
And another face. Can't believe she's
They
gone.
look like they've probably just come out of jail.
Fantastic.
Where did you go? Oh, I forgot about this moment here. Oh my God.
No, I don't fancy Dean. So sorry.
Goodbye, my Sarah. We're not really friends. You pulled so many faces and crushed Dean in the end. Goodbye, my Sarah. This isn't James Blunt for copyright reasons. Oh my God, look at that face. Look at this face. Look at that face. Goodbye, my Sarah. We weren't ever friends, 'cause I was a big guy and you don't like then goodbye, my Sarah. Goodbye.
I'm really sorry. I'm not laughing because it's good. I'm laughing 'cause it's so bad. When I made it this morning, I thought, yeah, that's all right. It's funny because it's bad, but then I just watched it. I think it's just bad. Oh, shit. Okay.
Super chat.
Thank you to Twiggy. A belated happy birthday to Wilko's mum. Yes, happy birthday to my mum who was here last weekend. Happy birthday to my partner. Also, it was his birthday yesterday, and we had a wonderful day. We went and did some things that were gay and not gay. Like obviously we kiss on the lips, and that's pretty gay. But we had mani patties, which is the first time that I've ever done that, by the way. And that was an experience. And then we went bowling. Thank you to Twiggy. Also, thanks to Deb M. Deb's a huge supporter of the channel, always has been. Merch, always donating, and a member. Like, I love you, Deb. Thank you so much. Thank you to Brooke. Songs are brilliant. Sarah's song, but you left. Paul's. Can I make a MAFS album? As in like a musical album? No. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that whatsoever. But thank you, Katie. I appreciate the super chat.
Super chat.
Anyway, that is it. There's the song. Also, let me know in the chat if you want me to just to put that video up by itself. And I will do that for you, and you can watch it again. I don't think anyone will want to watch that again, but I will if you want. Okay, thank you so much for joining me for the lives. This was a bit of a weird one, and hopefully there'll be more trash, mess, and drama off screen and on screen next week. A reminder: even though I've been really busy on the weekends because we've had like celebrations and a birthday weekend this weekend. I've got more friends in town today. So I haven't been doing a lot of stuff on the weekends to get extra content out. But there are some more shows that I have watched and I've rehashed. I'm just trying to find the time to edit them. So you're going to find other shows on the channel. As always, if there are other things that you want and you're like, Wilko, this season of this show is great, let me know. If people are loving it and you think that I might enjoy the trash, mess, and drama, as will everyone else in the community, then just send it through. You can email me all the time on the Memo Me one or wilko@rehashed.com.au and or just chuck it in the chats under the videos. I do appreciate everyone who's commenting, especially when you're a part of the All the Way Club. And if you are a part of the All the Way Club on this video, you can just comment right now with goodbye Sarah's face. Ari Dog, can you come say hi? Now, a lot of people have been saying that, where's Ari? What happened to him? You haven't, I think people thought something happened to him. They didn't. Come on, Bobby, come up here. It's just that in the mornings when I do these lives, he's not here because he's in his little bed. Hey, handsome, are you sleepy? Are you sleepy, boy? Yes. Yes. Okay, you've done a great job. You've proved to everybody that you still exist. All right, Bobby, go chill. Good boy. Go chill. And with that, we must say, but you left. Thank you so much for joining me. Love you. Bye.